Since the disclosure, the former American intelligence contractor, who in 2013 revealed that the US government spied on its citizens, has been living in Russia. Yes, we are talking about the fugitive US whistleblower Edward Snowden. He recently talked about Bitcoin in an interview. What did he say? What should we pay attention to? Watch the video till the end to know the dark truth of Bitcoin revealed by him. Welcome to Facts! We create videos about finance, cryptocurrency, CFD, and other interesting investment topics. We are giving away one whole Ethereum to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like, subscribe, and comment your favorite crypto coin in the comment section below. Today, we are going to talk about what Edward Snowden has said about Bitcoin. Edward Snowden has had an extremely sweet relationship with blockchain, who has catapulted to fame in 2013 as the whistleblower by uncovering a massive surveillance program, the National Security Agency (NSA). Snowden served at the CIA, or Central Intelligence Agency headquarters, Langley, Virginia, as a global computer intelligence analyst. He has received political asylum in Russia since his explosive exposure. Snowden enjoys massive monitoring and takes part in public debate by appearing in the news, and he makes a point to spread his thoughts on various issues with his social media handles. Edward Snowden has always been a strong critic of government monitoring. According to him, governments around the world use advanced surveillance and monitoring systems to select massive public records. The Bitcoin Public Live is nothing short of a jackpot for such governments, so they often do not leave a pill unturned and use state-of-the-art surveillance techniques to monitor this. To counter such intrusion into privacy, private blockchain cryptocurrencies such as Zcash, which offer privacy default, would evolve as the next most logical innovation. So essentially, in a few years, if such privately held blockchains are not normal, they are not because of a lack of innovation or technological incapacity. Rather, they are because of excessive government regulation and stringent surveillance systems. In Bitcoin's design, Snowden has critical flaws like its transparency, security, transaction rate, and speculative trends. But the biggest structural weakness of Bitcoin is its public leader, as flagged by Snowden, which will eventually result in the decline of Bitcoin if this is not addressed. This is because Snowden places privacy above anything else. A public record is a record for every Bitcoin transaction that everyone can easily access. The existing Bitcoin blockchain mechanism balances the recording of all transactions and simultaneously increases the capacity to deal with them. This mechanism of balance is incompatible with the concept of having a sustainable trade ecosystem, since a lifelong history of purchases of all cannot be achieved and the interactions are accessible to all. The inherent design of Bitcoin allows the predetermined and natural accelerating mining of new coins. In addition, a cap of 21 million coins is in place. More than half have already been mined, which urges us to think that Bitcoin soon becomes a stationary cash supply with absolutely no further growth or expansion scopes. In the interview, Snowden points out that, apart from the fact that fiat currencies derive their state support, there's a minuscule difference between fiat and cryptocurrencies. By comparison, the value of Bitcoin is linked to the final supply of 21 million people worldwide and its acceptance. It can thus be concluded safely that Bitcoin has a minimal fundamental and intrinsic value, but a highly variable speculative value based on true shortage. Factors like block size and on-chain scaling severely limit Bitcoin's performance. Snowden claims that Bitcoin's channel can process only 7 transactions per second. Payment gates such as Visa and MasterCard, however, regularly process tens of thousands of transactions a second. This was a major disadvantage and limitation within the Bitcoin network, according to Snowden. Therefore, it is urgently necessary to resolve the problems with the Bitcoin Lightning Network, LN, and increase its throughput to a much higher level to be effective for everyday transactions and to reduce the associated costs of Bitcoin's blockchain. For Bitcoin to survive in the long term, these critical problems need to be dealt with immediately and to prevent users from spending hours waiting to receive and shelve around $20 as transaction charges each time the network is loaded. The Snowden complaint with Bitcoin focuses on the fact that Bitcoin transactions are not private since the ledger is readily accessible to all. He argues vigorously that design should be private. The idea and concept of private money that can be spent freely is considered to be extremely harmful and fundamental to an open ledger. Combined with the issue of digital monitoring and the rise of authoritarian regimes around the world, Bitcoin is not entirely privacy-related, given its high level of vulnerability to correlation attacks that can disclose different personal information about a user. Extremely high-tech surveillance systems can reveal identities when user history is accessed. In addition, he urges the CIA to build a tool for outmoding coin mixing activities by conducting several analyses at the public directory. This stresses aggressively that individual bitcoins could have a dirty history, making them less fungible. To summarize, it means designing competing systems and mechanisms for cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin to tackle the privacy menace challenge of powerful authorities, governments, and authoritarian regimes that offer strong monitoring technology. He has received huge interest from cryptocurrency enthusiasts in his recent comment on the $6 trillion boost plan of the Biden administration, which he called good to Bitcoin. Of course, Snowden spoke about Bitcoin only in one of the many cases. Of course, this wasn't the first time he talked about Bitcoin. Snowden said, for example, "It's the first time in a while I felt like buying Bitcoin, after the March 12, 2020 carnage on the market, or Black Thursday. This drop was too much and not enough cause." Snowden also tweeted, "In conclusion, this is good for Bitcoin," after the confiscation of Snowden's library sales by the U.S. Department of Justice and after the DOJ had announced a complaint against the whistleblowers. However, the Bitcoin maximalists crowd has not looked at Snowden too kindly because he has been criticizing the asset of cryptograms several times. The recent statements of Snowden on Twitter have been made by Alex Gladstein and knocked by the Human Rights Foundation, HRF. Gladstein hadn't been a fan of the recent interview with Snowden. Snowden chuckled at Gladstein's Twitter statement, "The worst part of cryptocurrency transforming it into dragon-level richness is the fact that good people become dragons themselves, so intellectually paralyzed by the fear that everybody they see threatens his garden to lose sight of the world beyond its cave." However, the Bitcoin Taproot upgrade is going to happen soon. Digital signatures are created from private keys that monitor and approve transactions for Bitcoin wallets. Instead of Bitcoin's existing signature algorithm, Taproot addresses will use Schnorr's signature, the digital signature elliptic curve algorithm, or the brief ECDSA address. Schnorr's signatures are smaller and more rapid than the signatures of the ECDSA in terms of the data and processing, and also have the additional advantage of being linear, meaning that intelligent Schnorr contracts can be optimized for functions that ECDSA can't sign. These differences made Taproot a very anticipated upgrade because it enhances the privacy of the transactions and makes smart contracts lighter and more complex, an encoded contract with self-executing rules. Taproot's tooling and coding improvements will be largely under the cap and a boon for developing companies. However, regular Bitcoin users also benefit from improved usability, performance, and privacy in multi-signature, privacy, and even scaling tech technologies like the Lightning Network. Without Taproot, it would either not be possible or not viable to apply the following upgrades to this software. DreamHub Bitcoin Blockstream develops new multi-sign software, MuSig2, that will increase the efficiency, cheapness, and private efficiency of transactions. Unlike common Bitcoin wallets, which require only a single private password, multi-purpose wallets need at least 2 or more signatures from various private passwords to approve a deal. The aim is to spread the risk of a wallet between multiple keys and various parties if necessary. According to the current ECDSA contract design, the signature of every multi-sign participant is recorded in multiple transactions. Signatures from Schnorr would enable every signature to be recorded on the blockchain as one signature, making transactions lighter and cheaper. It also allows scriptless scripts to be a good advantage of Taproot. This Bitcoin's largest upgrade in many years will benefit from the scale-up, privacy, and custody software. Please note that this information is given for educational and entertainment purposes on this channel and should not be considered as a piece of investment advice. Crypto markets are very unpredictable, and investing in crypto markets is risky. Before you invest some money, do your due diligence and study. Now that we are towards the end of the video, it's time to reveal the best comment from our previous video, and the winner is Ann Camarano for the comment, "Let's go Doge to the moon." With this, we have come to an end. Thank you for watching till the end. What do you think about Edward Snowden's comment on Bitcoin? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the bell icon not to miss any further info, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment to win an Ethereum. See you in the next video.